Hey Virgos, I hope you guys are doing great. It's the Tipsy Intuitive here to do your spring equinox reading. It's all about rejuvenation, renewal, and we're going to take a peek and see what's in store for you. So first, we're going to take a peek and see what overall energy is surrounding this reading for you guys. And the first card that we have out for you, Virgo, is stillness. Let's pull another. See what's happening with your spring equinox reading. What's happening for my Virgo collective? That's a lot of cards. We're not going to take all of those. Let's try this again. Virgo, it feels like you have a lot going on, a lot running through your mind. We have full new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. All right, so Virgo, I'm going to let you know off the break that the energy that I'm feeling right now is a little bit scattered. It's a little bit all over the place. It feels as though you have been like, what is it called? Spinning plates. You ever see those performers that, you know, they got like 15 sticks and they're like running around spinning all of these plates, trying to keep them moving at the same time? It almost feels like right now, Virgo, you've been doing a lot. You have been doing a lot, and almost to the point of burnout. It feels like for a lot of you, you've been investing a lot of energy in a lot of different places, but it hasn't quite taken off yet. And I don't think that this is something that you started doing like a week ago or a month ago. This is something that's been super consistent. And there's this sense of like, when is it going to hit? When is it going to hit? When is it going to hit? And so I feel like with these cards, Spirit is saying, it's okay. You've done the work. You have done the work. And now maybe it's time for you to rest just a little bit. Not saying that you stop putting in effort, but maybe take a moment and think about how much you're putting where. Because it feels as though in some places, there might not be a need for you to do as much as you've been doing. So there feels like there's a sense of you just needing to sort of sit for a minute and do a little bit of thinking about what it is that you want, the path that you're on, and whether or not all of this energy that you're putting in is truly required. I'm not saying take shortcuts or like half-ass whatever it is that you've been doing, but know that you've put yourself on the right track with everything that you've been working on. So now is the time, I think, for you to just sit a little bit quietly and just maybe reevaluate some things. So the first card that we have out for you with your energy going into the spring equinox, we have the Six of Cups in reverse. And so this is usually the card of nostalgia. This is a card of childhood innocence for me, you know, thinking about those super happy times. In Virgo, it feels like you're stressed. It feels like there's just a lot of weight on you. And I just heard, I'm not going back. And usually you see that with like on like gangster movies when like a criminal's about to be cornered and he's like shooting up everybody. Like, I'm not going back. Like, I don't think that that's exactly what's happening to you right now. But it feels like there was a period in time where you were in a place of lack. And so because of that experience, you sort of decided to double down. Like, I'm not going back to that place. I need to make this work. I need security. I need stability. And so there's this sense of, you know, at whatever cost, even if it's your mental or physical health, you are not going to go back to that place. Now, we have that clarified by the Five of Swords. So this is a card of defensiveness, right? This is a card of constantly looking over your shoulder. And Virgo, I feel like that ties into the sort of worry and stress that I'm feeling surrounding this reading. Like you are so protective of yourself. And protecting yourself is not a bad thing. But I think that it's coming to the detriment of your overall well-being. So you're fighting like hell not to be back in this place that you were before. But the question is if you're going about it in a way that serves your highest good. Now, something that's waking up in your life right now, we have the Page of Wands. So the pages are usually messenger cards, right? And the wands are all about fire. It's about excitement. It's about something new, something that energizes you. So I do think that, with the spring equinox coming, this is the time of the year where things start blossoming, where we start stepping into the light, right? Where we start stepping into the warmth of the spring, going into the summer. And so there's something that's igniting inside of you that is going to be very, very exciting. That's going to be what you were looking for. Your hard work is paying off. So now we're starting to see that glimmer. We're starting to see the beginnings of that. And we also have the moon in reverse, which is amazing, right? Because the moon is typically a card of things being unclear, being sort of dark, being muddy, not really seeing what's in front of you. And I think that with this Page of Wands, with the spark of excitement and the moon in reverse, this is you gaining clarity. This is you stepping into a new energy. But I feel like you're going to have to calm yourself down just a little bit. So what lies ahead for you? We have the Knight of Cups. This is something coming in that you are going to love. This is a new offer. This is something that is sort of the culmination of all of the work that you've been putting in. And we have Temperance in reverse. You have been patient. And now you're going to start seeing things picking up. But you're going to have to relax just a little bit. Because I feel like you've been going 500 miles an hour trying to move this along faster, trying to make things happen. And Spirit is saying, work smarter, not harder, is what I'm getting. Like, you've been doing a lot, yes, but I don't think that you need to do that much or as much as you've been doing. Maybe try a different approach, maybe try a different process, maybe work with different people, but it's coming. It's coming for you. And so what we have for you in terms of how you can sort of allow this opportunity, this energy into you, we have the Hierophant in reverse. And the Hierophant is all about structure, right? It's about foundations. It's about doing things by the book. And remember what we saw over here, literally what we just said like 10 seconds ago, was maybe try things a little bit different. Working smarter, not harder. So there's a sense that in whatever process you've been using, that there's a different way, there's a better way that you can move forward in whatever this is that you're trying to accomplish. And I think that if you take a pause, just take a little beat and sit and think about things without any clutter, without any noise, without all of this extraness, that the answer will come to you for a slightly different path forward that's still going to get you to where it is that you ultimately want to be. But, there's a sense of you needing to rest just a little bit, not give up, not completely abandon things, even if you haven't necessarily seen the fruits of your labor right now, but just giving yourself a break, allowing yourself to just be still for a moment. So what we have for your final message from Spirit: appreciation dissolves all blocks to the presence of my super attractor power. So I feel like a part of this, Virgo, is you recognizing all of the effort that you've put in, that you recognizing how hard you've been going in this process, working towards what it is that you're trying to gain, what you're trying to accomplish. And I think that you should pat yourself on the back for that. I also think that you should give yourself a break and appreciate the person that you are, how far you have come from whatever this situation is that you don't want to go back to, and just allow yourself the opportunity to sort of relax into this flow, because the work that you've done is going to pay off. You've learned your lesson from whatever this is. And I feel like now is your opportunity to show appreciation for yourself, appreciation for your journey, and even more than that, appreciation for what's to come. So Virgos, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope that this was helpful and that it resonated. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. But in the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.